This would be the control box. The left hand side is for the lathe, the right hand side is for the mill. We have an on-off switch for the VFD altogether, a speed knob, forward and reverse. The idea is when you are going forward and tapping, you are normally driving the carriage toward the headstock, so forward is pointing this way and reverse is pointing this way. Then we have a stop. Pulse is for having the lathe automatically stop without you pressing stop, so it's going while you're pressing a button. When you depress it, the lathe stops. This is very useful for tapping. Jog is just an alternate speed, and heavy is a special feature. You engage it when you have a heavy item in a heavy chuck, and you want your deceleration time to be longer, so the VFD doesn't overload. For the mill, there is no heavy button because I never needed it. The other buttons are completely the same. Jog is moved half a space to the right because when you're using the lathe, you can put your finger here in the empty spot, and then it's much nicer to have a reference point from your thumb, and it still leaves you enough of a reference point right here when you're using the mill to go forward and reverse as well. The box itself will be mounted on standoffs, 10mm standoffs, that will thread into the existing holes of the Norton box cover. The side profile is following what the lathe looks like already, so it's flat in the bottom and it's sloped in the top. The alternative to a 3D printed box, and this would be a 3D printed box model, would be a stock aluminum box, and it would be flat on both sides, so the front and the back would actually be slanted about 12 degrees. It's not a big difference, it's a subtle thing. You can still see all your speed charts. It's much more visible by eye than what you can see in this video. And when you need to check your chart for threading, the whole box will be removable because it will be only slide on to the 4 standoffs, and these are just temporary wooden blocks, and then you can read off whatever you need to read off from the chart, which in my case is missing because I'm still making a replacement for the badly beaten one. Anyway, this is the prototype. I'd like any thoughts you might have on this. Oh, the bottom lever is still fully accessible, and also the side lever for engaging feeds and threading is also accessible, as well as knobs for choosing the speed. So no new holes in the lathe. The cable would come out from here and go down right about here, and then thread underneath the cover and go to the back of the lathe. It could also come out from the side, but then you would have a problem when you try to open the cover, so I think it's better if it goes down and then to the back. On this side we cannot really pull the cable through because there's a good chance it would snag on something, and that's a bad idea. So leave me your thoughts and we'll talk about this later.